That's something for which he doesn't need a playback singer. I think that's good. Sing is king. Kishore Bhimani, welcome to the studios.
Thank you.
It's
lovely
fantastic to have you. You're a legend of a cricket writer and commentator. I was pleasantly surprised to see you walking in here and not joining us from Kolkata because you're here for the big game.
You called, so I came.
Oh, absolute pleasure to have you. Boria, thanks for staying back. Atul Vasan, it's good to see you tonight. Wish you were here with us in the studio, but it's the second best thing we can have. Jahan Mubarak is the Sri Lankan cricketer, will be joining us from Colombo the moment we get our satellite link up. What is this contest going to be about? Beyond the statistics, what is this going to be about, Kishore?
One side, it's going to be passion, momentum. That's what India are carrying. I think back on 1983 when we were struggling. You remember Zimbabwe, Kapil's great innings. We were struggling to find form. Suddenly, we gathered momentum in Old Trafford, chasing 212. Did it easily. I know Yashpal and Mohinder were batting. We won that match. Somehow, Kapil was walking 3 inches above the ground. Everyone else was gathering around him. There was a new mood in that team. When they came to Lords, the only thing I remember about Lords is that somehow 183, they said, well, let's give it a go. It was typical Kapil Dev Punjabi attitude. Chalo, let's go and get it. And this seemed to be infectious. They went and got it. What has happened is, up to Pakistan, up to the semi-final, India seemed to be either yes, hoga, nahi hoga, everyone is singing, come on India and good luck India and all that. Now they believe it. Now everyone believes they can do it. Everyone believes that they have the momentum going with them. Talent nobody had ever questioned. The same Nehra who was being questioned for being picked, Dhoni was being questioned for picking a Nehra in preference to Ashwin.
I know what, I don't even want to repeat what Navjot Singh Sidhu said about it. Yes, Navjot Singh Sidhu will be chewing each word that he said when Nehra was dropped yesterday.
Well, it just shows the instinct of Dhoni is working. The instinct of Dhoni, the charisma, everything is going for India. I love the Sri Lankans. I love the Sri Lankans, my favorite team. I think Saturday will be India's match.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Atul, yesterday I think you had your hands around poor Sanat Jayasurya's neck and he didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I've asked him to get a security guard when he's sitting next to you from tomorrow. But he said that your party is over on Saturday. And he has reason, he says, to say it. He was with us, he discussed strategy, team composition. He spoke about the way the Sri Lankans think. He says we are going to play a normal game. We get 250, 260 out there and then go for it. There's a lot of energy in this Sri Lankan side, isn't there?
Yes, you're right, Arnav, and in spite of that animated discussion we had, I took him out last night and brought him back to the hotel at 3 o'clock in the morning. This he didn't tell you, looked after him right through when people were passing remarks at him and when we were actually very jingoistic in the club where we went. But he's a good lad. I think I've got tremendous respect for him and the system. You can imagine somebody who is the second most highest capped player in the world and him and Chaminda was trying to get back in the Sri Lankan team and they don't have a place and they're still trying and there's not a peep about it. Can you imagine that thing happening in India? So you must respect the system and such a small country to be here and play 2 consecutive World Cups, you got to respect them. There is some joke going on that we'll do this to Sri Lanka. How can they dare compete with us? Because when we buy a map of India, we get Sri Lanka's map for free. But that's where the comparison ends. I think when they step in the field, size does not matter. They are a good team, got to respect them. But I just got a feeling that it's going to be a one-sided match and India is going to just trample over Sri Lanka on this.
No, but I have a question here and I put this again. Boria, this is Muralitharan last game. Yeah. Will they risk playing a half-fit Murli because of, emotional issues?
Not because of emotional issues. They'll play a 70% or 80% fit Murli, as Sanat said, because they know an 80% fit Murli will be able to take out 2 of the Indian greats. He's that good. That is why they'll risk him. Not Suraj Randive. He's not played in the World Cup. You cannot blood a Suraj Randive against India. Sehwag will take him to the cleaners. 80% fit Murli. But will India allow Murli a substitute? Will India make it easy for Murli?
What if India doesn't? What if India doesn't?
It'll be a difficult one. Very difficult.
No, so do we hold that card completely? What if we don't? What happens as per the rule book?
As per the rules, it's entirely up to us.
Yeah.
It's up to India to decide whether we'll allow them that substitute.
So say tomorrow at 2:30, they say Murli is playing. Then
then he has to field 50 overs. If he's not fielding 50
Okay.
overs and he's only bowling his
if he
10 overs,
says, no,
India can say
what
we will
I
not
meant
give you a
was,
substitute.
if they say that Murli is playing, but he needs a substitute fielder.
Sorry.
Because he's got an elbow injury that is new.
Sorry.
It's not, no, what's it?
Oh, if
Yeah, that's what we've been debating. That if they say we're going to play him, but you know, it's like the way he's been at the nets. He's bowling some 20 minutes at the back. He's not doing the full thing. Give him a fielder. Are we going to get very acrimonious about it?
Well, it's a sharp practice. It's a goodwill World Cup. It's two of the hosts playing the
No, but
final.
it's a final. Where's the goodwill?
There's no goodwill.
There is no, okay, fair enough, there is no goodwill. The point is that it is a sharp practice if they say that he will bowl but not field. You know, no, he'll do his 10 overs and run away. It's happened before, but it doesn't happen.
No, but we should stop him.
Of course.
Because
We should stop him, yeah.
Because if Murli doesn't play, it will have an effect on the whole Sri Lankan side, won't it?
It
No
will.
doubt.
It will.
No doubt.
Even their coach is dying for Murli to play.
No, Murli,
He's a champion.
as I agree 100% with what Boria says, 80% fit, 75% fit, 80% fit. He's got those 2 or 3 tweaks, those 2 or 3 dusras, the little bit of here, little bit. This is going to change the game. If you keep him out of the game, which is what
Yeah, we should try to keep
do.
him out
Yeah.
of the game. If we are aggressive, Atul, if we are aggressive with someone, look at his recent statistics. His best is 4 for 25. His best against India is some 7 for 30. If there is one man, we should go all out somehow to keep out. It's got to be Murli. Even if some people tomorrow say we were very acrimonious, we were unceremonial,
This is
we were
World
not
Cup. This
diplomatic,
is the World
we
Cup
spoiled
final.
the atmospherics. This is not time for atmospherics, is it?
No.
Well, we have been the nice boys of world cricket for too long. I
Too
think
long,
we have to
yeah.
be ruthless, and there's no room for sentiments here.
No,
If
winning is the
Muralidharan,
name of the
or
game.
they're trying to play him with some kind of rope there, I am not for it. You know, but the paradox lies in here where Sri Lanka has to either rule him out to get Randy win, or they just can't wait till the start of the match because they've got a dodgy Angelo Matthews, they've got a dodgy Lasan Malinga. So there are problems in there, and I think India should really, you know, drum it up and make an issue out of it, so that because it's the final. It doesn't get bigger than this. And who's going to remember that you were nice to Muralidharan and then Muralidharan
Nobody.
bowled 7 overs and got 3 wickets out and won the World Cup for you? I mean, can you imagine the egg on the face? No way. I'm not for it.
No, but I don't know. You know, nowadays people you know, there are politicians. They do diplomacy through cricket games.
We finished our
Ultimately-
diplomacy in the semi-final.
Ultimately, it's about the team, whether they will want to do it. And from what we understand, Kishorda knows, Atul knows, I know decently, this Indian side will not do anything to make it easy for Sri Lanka, because this will make these guys.
I hope not.
Not
This
at
is
all
the
or
big
not.
day,
This
yeah.
is their day. They will be immortalized. in
Then
the
why
echelons
don't we
of
come
Indian
out and
sport.
say that today?
They need not.
Because the
They
strategy
need
would
not.
be, the strategy would be to let out a news story saying that we have decided that if you field Murli, we will not give him a substitute.
Let him-
And make your intention clear today.
Let Sri Lanka
No, no, one
say
second.
tomorrow.
No, no, one
Don't have
second.
to say that.
Atul,
Don't have to say that.
Don't have to say that.
Yeah, don't have to say that. Because you know it's it's understood. This is
Exactly,
the way
it's given.
international cricket is all about. And if Sri Lanka is hoping for an inch and a half somewhere, I think they're mistaken.
well, their coach says we are going to play Murli.
So then let him field for 50 overs. Simple. Let him field
Let
for
them
50
ask.
overs.
Put the ball in their court
They
yourself.
even if they ask you, reject it. But let him field for 50 overs, because then he'll be a liability on the field with that hamstring, with that groin strain, with that side strain, and all of that. Let him do it. If he wants
Interesting.
to do it, let him do it. Let
That
him go
can
through
be a
the whole
strategy.
thing. Yeah.
I want to get to the SWOT analysis on this particular field. So, Kishorda, Sri Lanka have played at Wankhede before in this tournament and they have won. Will that have any bearing?
No.
No.
It's a new game. It's a new team. It's a new set of, it's a new stadium.
Yes.
I mean, look at it everywhere. This is a new game which is going to happen on the 2nd of April, and it's got to have its own momentum. The momentum here is very clear.
Yeah.
We are not going to allow a half-fit man, I mean, a man who's going to only use one talent, which is he's
Bowl.
going to bowl and then run away. No way.
Even Angelo Matthews, do not forget Angelo Matthews. He's such a key cog in that Sri Lankan wheel. Sanath was very clear. Angelo can't bowl, so one part is gone. Now Angelo can bat. Angelo can't field. Why would you allow Angelo Matthews to even come in and bat with a runner? Absolutely not. Just don't do that.
Totally.
This is the World Cup final.
It's very simple. You just say that he
question
carries
number
this
2.
injury.
I want to put in as many questions, for all our viewers. I'm also getting some SMSs which say, as far as Murli is concerned, let's stick to the rules of cricket, not a word less or a word more.
That's it.
You know, this is the new kind of Indian aggression I like. Now the question here is, Atul, what happens, you know, are you disappointed about what you're hearing about Nehra?